get a revenue drop. You get a revenue drop. You get a revenue. Everybody gets a revenue drop. There you go, chat. Nice. There we go. Yes, everybody gets revenue drops today, boys and girls. The entire gacha genre gets a revenue drop. You get a revenue drop at work today. Oh, that is what you can look forward to in today's monthly gacha revenue report. Yeah, buddy. All right, chat. Are you all ready for this? I know y'all love this just as much as all the people on Twitter and Reddit do. Your monthly gacha PvP, the revenue report, the speculative revenue report that pits community versus community to see who is the dominant game, to see which game is more predatory. This is the Rage Bait revenue report. Yes, this is the most popular gacha topic of every single month because it's a way for people to say, your game is dead. My game is more popular than your game. My game made more money than your game, which means it's a better game. And it's all based purely off of speculative reporting. And people take it as fact, definitive fact. Because this website says this revenue is this way, it definitely means it's fact. When it is not, and it's again speculative and based off of trends, and there is definitely some validity to it in terms of the ebb and flow of revenue, the incline and decline. But how accurate it is definitely subject to a little bit of legitimacy concerns. But we are going to take a look at it because we can still see which games are in the red and which games are not in the red, and we can see roughly, you know, by some type of margin how games are doing. What'll be the top game this month? Yes, okay, that's a very good question, chat. Let's take bets right now. What are going to be the top 5, the top 10 games? I'm going to assume Fate Grand Order, Honkai Star Rail, and Love and Deep Space are going to be top 3. They're my bets. Damachi Battle Chronicle, this game was announced to be dead. It officially ended service, I think, a couple days ago. Tribe 9 somehow still has revenue. I don't know how that's possible when it shut down months ago. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Oh, I guess that shut down. Yep. Elpa's Fallen Star actually launched several days ago. Several days revenue, 2K. I got paid more than that to do my Neverness to Everness sponsor at fucking TGS, man. No, that's actually hilarious. Data Live Spirit Echo down from 11 to 2K. Guilong Chao, this game actually EOS, which is sad. Serenverse, I don't know what that is, but down from 100 grand to 2K. I'm assuming an EOS. Sword Art Online Versus down from 27 to 4K. I think that EOS too. He got Arathol down from, or actually maintaining at 4K somehow. I'm not entirely sure how. This game monthly makes less money than I was paid for my Ananta sponsorship. The Fallen Star one is probably going to EOS in the next 6 months. Yeah. One Punch Man World. Oh my god, only making 6 grand. That is totally deserved. Sidorica down from 26 to 11. The Blue Exorcist gacha, which launched, what, like 3 months ago, is already down to only $13,000. That is horrifyingly low. The revenue check? Yes. Yes. That's what we're going through first. Mirrored Star Legend, which launched just a few months ago, already down to $15,000. That is terrible. This game is going to EOS in no time. Outer Plane down from 120 to 19. Did they change publisher recently? Is that why their revenue's down so much? Because they definitely didn't EOS. Noodle Cloud up from 20 to 23. Yes. Okay, bravo. Eddie Chronicle down from 52 to 30,000. Didn't that game just come out too? Oof. All these games that have just released are doing terribly. Haze Reverb down from 30, up from 30 to 36. Rememento down from 60 to 38,000. Oh, big oof, man. Big oof. They did change publishers. It just completed. Okay. I thought that was the case because I covered it a little while ago and I was like, was that Outer Plane or was that Ether Gazer? I was trying to remember. And now it was confirmed it was actually both. Lord of Nazarick almost halved in revenue from 80,000 down to 42. Black Beacon down from 95 to 48. Dude, this game cannot catch a break. I fucking loved Black Beacon. It was such a good game, dude. But holy crap, they just genuinely cannot catch a break. This is the lowest the revenue has ever been. The actual lowest it's ever been. Astra Knights of Veda down from 70 to 50,000. Cat Fantasy down from 72 to 59. Starseed Asnia Trigger down from 90 to 70,000. That, you know what? That game's actually still doing okay. It's still doing okay. Idolmaster Shiny Colors. Okay. 160 down to 80. Eversoul still maintaining at above 50,000. Eversoul, by the way, chat, is one of, if not the best idol gacha game in the world. I fucking love that game. Girls Frontline down from 112 to 88. I don't know what Ricky's City is. Richie's City. Mormon's down from 167 to 113. Given to everyone always talks this game up, it's kind of sad to see. Grand Chase down from 130 to 117. Ash Echo's down from 280 to 120. Devil May Cry Peak of Combat is still somehow not dead, which is so sad to see because it does not deserve to be in the top 120. It actually deserves to be so much lower than Eversoul, but it's not somehow. D4 DJ Groovy Mix. Okay, Counterside maintaining at 140. That's very good because Counterside is actually a pretty fun game. Valkyrie Connect down from 230 to 170. Horizon Walker up from 170 to 180. Yeah, Degenerates unite, brother. Fuck yeah. She's a Mahjong gacha? Okay. Okay. A lot of people like Devil May Cry. Yeah, but the game itself is terrible. Like, it's genuinely horrible. It's one of the worst gacha games I've ever played, man. Ever. Unison League. I don't know what that is, but it kind of looks cute. Tower of God New World down from 500,000 to 180. Holy shit, dude. Assault Lily Last Bullet down from 208 to 182. Okay, that game is DOSing though. So, Lord of Heroes down from 300 to 190. I actually enjoyed Lord of Heroes, and they've sponsored me like a dozen times. Goddess Order launched to $230,000. Okay, that's actually pretty good for the pixel art kind of game it was. It's okay. Integral Factor, Sword Art Online up 20 grand. Yes, nice. PGR Devil May Cry collab was terrible. Everyone loved it. Most are in the red. I'm seeing that. Dolphin Wave down from 400 to 300. Break My Case, a new Japanese gacha game, apparently up from 170 to 300. I don't know what that is, but I mean, it's a Japanese gacha. And while Japanese gacha games are a ton of fun, they're always really, really poorly mismanaged. Gundam UC Engaged down from 410 to 310. Ether Gazer up from 330 to 357. Yeah, buddy. There we go. What an improvement. That's nice to see. They changed publisher recently and boosted their revenue. I like to think that's partially... I'm partially responsible for that because I've done a couple of Ether Gazer videos in the last few months that have all gotten like, you know, 15, 30,000 views. So, I mean, Papa Stix is on the job. Dislight down from 520 to 360. Oof. Honkai Gakuen is still a thing, apparently. Yeah. Goddess Order had a Hololive collab. Oh, really? Okay. Tower of Fantasy. Oh, no, it's in the red again. No. No. Tower of Fantasy couldn't even stay in the top 100. The top 100. No. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Goddamn. Chat, for the month of October 2025, Tower of Fantasy. It's October for top. Oh, it's so October. Anchor Panic with a $377,000 debut. Okay. That's actually not half bad. Not half bad. October, baby. Summoner's War Rush down from 700 to 400,000. Marvel Mystic Mayhem down from 1 million to 400,000. God damn. Okay. Final Fantasy Record Keeper down from 3 to 5, or up from 3 to 500. Nice. Bleach Brave Souls down from 800 to 500,000. Okay. Apocalypse down from 550 to 500. Well, that's what you get. That's what you get, bro. Okay. You haven't sponsored me in a few months. Maybe you should remedy that. War of the Visions up from 400 to 500,000. Nice. Dragon Raja apparently just released. Ha. Re-Rise. Okay. 550,000. That's not bad. Guardian Tales maintaining it over 500,000. Yes. Lost Sword down from 1.3 to 600,000. That's over half. That's crazy. Fallen Moon down from 1.5 million to 600,000. Okay. Atelier Reslariana maintaining at 700,000. I don't know what Realms of Pixel is, but apparently it made $1 million last month. That's wild. Damn. Yu Yu Hakusho Slugfest. I don't know what that is, but a drop from 1.4 million to 700,000. That's a pretty significant drop. Sort of Convallaria dropped from 1.5 million to 700,000 as well. It's also a pretty significant drop. Octopath Traveler up from 780 to 820. Nice. Another Eden down from 1 million to 800,000. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Ora something is apparently new in Japan. Launched almost $1 million. That's pretty damn good. Blue Lock Project World Champion down 100,000. Mekarashi down 400,000. God damn, all gachas are EOSing at this point. Don't worry, there'll be plenty to take their place, man. Evidence in Shadow down from 1.5 to 1 million, $500,000 decrease. Snowbreak down from 1.3 million to 1 million, $300,000 lost, Chad. Okay. Silver and Blood down from 4 million to 1 million. Dude, they were in the top 30 last month. They are now barely in the top 80. Holy shit. Dude, that's crazy. I know these are not exact accurate revenues. Yeah, they're not. But it is definitely still fun to see the ebb and flow, the rise and fall, incline and decline. Trickle Revive, 1.1 million, stable at 1.1 million. Silver and Blood had a good premise. Honestly, they had a rocky start, but they fixed their the issues that they had. Grand Summoners up from 890 to 1.1 million. Nice. China's clamping down hard on pay-to-win games. Okay. Dragon Quest Tactics down from 3 million to 1 million. Ouch. Evertale somehow still above $1 million. I played this like 3 different years. It's equally as shit every time. A Theory Restart. Oh my god, chat. They're down from 1.7 to 1.1 million. Next month, chat, is going to be the first month since release that A Theory of Restart falls below $1 million. You know what that means? People are realizing the game is predatory and the devs lack passion. They are sick and tired of being abused, and they are not standing for it anymore. They're stopping. They're stopping playing the game. It's that simple. They've actually given up. I want to ask something. Does company pay for your flight and ticket when you buy it? Companies, when we're sponsored, do pay for our flight. They also pay for our hotel fee. They also pay for our appearance fee to actually be at the event. Magica, Magic Cedra down $600,000. Damn. Punishing Graven down from 1.8 to 1.1. Ouch. Ouch. Pat to Nowhere down from 3 million to 1.2. Oh, big oof. Holy crap, dude. Damn. Langrisser down from 1.6 to 1.2. Heaven Burns Red down from 4.2 to 1.3. Oh my god. Dude, that is wild. But I mean, with all the issues they had recently, right? It's no wonder. It's actually no wonder. They deserve this for not listening to their community at all. Nerfing and changing so many core facets of the game. You did, Sanitary, yes. This month, a lot of gacha games fell. Yeah. How can I be like you? Find a woman that supports you and tells you you're a fucking idiot when you do dumb shit. That's what I did. See? Right there. Mahjong Soul down from 3.4 to 1.6 million. Okay, Tears of Themis maintaining pretty much at 1.6 million. Nice. Beyond the World, the Husbando China exclusive gacha actually dropped 600,000. Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade down almost $1 million. Goddamn. I've never played Disney Twisted Wonderland, but I mean, it's also down 1.4 million. That's pretty significant. Have any idea where we can see the revenue of Shining Nikki and Love Nikki? I actually don't. Valia, how are you doing today? Stix living the dream, hell yeah. Tokyo Debunker down from 2.8 to 1.7 million. Honkai Impact Third actually up 20 grand. Nice. Nice. One of like the 3 games so far that have actually been into green. AFK Arena down from 2.9 to 1.8, down 1.1 million. Damn. Fire Emblem Heroes down from 3 million to 1.9, but that's still really good revenue. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Master maintaining. Wizardry Variants Daphne maintaining. Solo Leveling Arise maintaining. Okay, Olympus Company up from 1.8 to 2 million. I wonder if that's partially due to the Arknights Olympus Company collab. I think that's only one way though, right? But maybe they the collab helped boost Olympus Company's popularity as well. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. To make a gacha vid with intro, you get a revenue drop. You get a revenue drop. You get a revenue drop. Oh, yeah. No, I should do that. Okay. Okay. This will be the intro. Okay, chat. I'm going to put this bit right at the intro of the video, okay? I need you all to spam, you get a revenue drop, you get a revenue drop, you get a revenue drop, okay? You get a revenue drop, you get a revenue drop, you get a revenue drop. Everybody gets a revenue drop. There you go, chat. Nice. There we go. Yes, everybody gets revenue drops today, boys and girls. The entire gacha genre gets a revenue drop. You get a revenue drop at work today. Oh, that is what you can look forward to in today's monthly gacha revenue report. Yeah, buddy. AFK Journey down from 2.6 to 2 million. 7th License Grand Cross down from 3 million to 2 million. RIP. Haikyuu Fly High down from 3.3 to 2.2. Okay, girl. Holy shit! Girls Frontline 2 is at the lowest they have ever been, down another million. Deserved? Deserved, yeah. Mrs. Stix is doing her Girls Frontline 2 dailies, yes. But dude, another $1 million. Last month was the lowest the game had ever been. That was largely due to boycotts, due to all the drama going on. They're down another million. Another freaking million, dude. What happened to Girls? I've got multiple videos covering it, but it's in a horribly predatory, abusive state right now. This right here, it's actually down another million, even though they had a triple banner. They had a triple banner and double battle pass. 2 battle passes, 3 character banners, and they're still down 30% revenue. Holy crap. Where's the 3 restart? Way down there, down $700,000. That's sad. I love everything about Girls Frontline 2, except for how they're handling it. And this is totally deserved. 100% deserved. Ha 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 ha. That's all I got to say. When you start listening to your community, your revenue will go back up. But by then, it might be too late. You might have lost all the good faith you had in your game. They're 100% fucked? They are. Where's Lost Sword? Down like 50 positions. It is incredibly predatory. Already passed the theory we did, yeah. One Piece Treasure Cruise, actually up $400,000. That's pretty good. Slime Isekai Memories, okay. Somehow up $1 million. Goddamn. Shining Nikki, hey, Velia, there you go. $2.5 million. Holy crap, 2.5 million. Stix was 30% of their revenue. Oh, shit. I saw your quitting video. I did, yeah, I did. I pulled the plug and I quit. 2.5 million, though, is impressive. Brown Dust 2 down from 4 million to 2.7. That's understandable. They just had a big event, right? One Piece Ambition is apparently a game in China only, up 300,000. Nice. Persona 5 to Phantom X down another 2 million. Oh my god. That's wild, dude. This game did so badly because they just completely abused Global. They did not care. And admittedly, they did confirm they will be fixing this eventually. But right now, evidently, nobody gives a fuck. This is all Sega's fault. It is, yeah, 100%. No, I've mentioned that in my last video. This is 100% on Sega. Japan royally screwed over Global. And the game does not deserve it, because in China, it is much more positively received. And if they do actually make the changes that they announced they would make, I think the public perception of the game globally would be improved drastically. But until they actually go through with making all the changes that they are promising, it's still just hearsay. It's just them saying, you know, we'll get around to it for sure. Yeah, it's definitely happening. So for the time being, glad to stop playing. Yeah, for real. Like, the easiest way to handle mismanagement from companies is this: you don't play it and you don't spend on it. This forces them to react, because if they don't, then their game dies. It's that simple. And then once they've made the changes necessary to appease players, you go back and play it, and then you reward them for actually improving by playing and spending. That way, they know what they have to do, and they know what works. Japan gachas are fun. Yeah, They should have let Sega run it. I completely agree, Chaotic, man. Japan rather shut it down than fix the issues. We've seen that, yeah, repeatedly with a lot of Japanese gachas, unfortunately. You like Brown Dust 2? I love Brown Dust 2. It's one of my favorite gacha games. I've done so many sponsors for them too. Light and Night down from 8.4 to 2.8. Holy shit, bro. Love Brush Chronicles up from 1.5 to 2.8. There are a lot of husbando games here, man. Blue Archive down from 9 million to 2.8. That's a $6.4 million drop. Goddamn. I haven't played Blue Archive in about 5 months, so I don't know what events were going on in it that caused it to drop so much. I'm assuming there was an anniversary event or some big event that happened that boosted it to 9.2. Memento Mori, finally, it is dropping to 3 million. Holy shit, it's about freaking time, man. About time. Blue Archive EOS soon. Oh, yeah, 100%, man. Just almost $7 million drop. Yeah, EOS. Definitely EOS. Goddamn. Yeah, I can't survive on $3 million. Definitely not. That's terribly low. Goddamn. Girls for the 2 go like they deserved? Yeah, they did. Yeah. My favorite game, Memento. yeah. This is an interesting month so far. Pokemon Masters down 100K. Epic 7 actually up from 2 million to 3 million. Deserved. Epic 7 is such a good game, man. I love it. I guess it's because of the free run collab. Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis up from 1.7 to 3.2. Actually had 5 games in the green. Holy crap. Infinity Nikki down from 6.5 to 3.3. Oh my god. It's happening, chat. It's fucking happening. Oh. Retribution. Oh, Stix is making more money than some of the gaming companies. Yeah. Insane, but deserved. Dude, a Theory Restart down 700,000. Heaven Burns Red down over 2 million. Girls Frontline 2 down over 1 million. Infinity Nikki down $3 million, dude. Oh my god. It feels so good to be right. Chat, I have been saying now, all these games are going to go in the red and be in the decline. It's only a matter of time. We've been covering the descent into the most predatory, heinous business models and practices in gacha with these games. And now we are seeing a return on our investment. Yes, we are. All those videos I did, all the White Knights and the Ardent Defenders saying, nah, Girls Frontline 2 is making a ton of money. Infinity Nikki is going to continue making $10 million. You know, Theory Restart's so successful. Nope. You know who at the end ended up right? This guy. Thank you for the answer. I hope they do add it in game. And do you know if the enemy AI and Nanato will be more aggressive at launch? So we did a lot of combat, and the AI was not very aggressive. They kind of just mostly stood around, but unfortunately that seems to be a common case in gacha games in general. Now the boss fights were definitely much more intricately designed and much more interactive and engaging. They were very fun, but like the normal just like trash mobs around were just very basic. I'm shocked it's still getting 3.3. Don't worry, we're gonna have the first $2 million revenue month for Infinity Nikki soon. Just watch. Just watch. The archive isn't gonna go EOS. Oh no, that's a joke. No, the running joke is if a game makes like, you know, loses like a couple $1 million, if it's in the red, that it's EOS. Like, that's a joke. It's a running meme because people are like, you know, they see Zenless at like 10 or 20 million. They see Wuwa at like 10 or 20 million. They see Genshin at like 20 million for a month. They're like, EOS, game is dead. So when you see a game, like if a game is at 10 million and people are claiming it's EOS, when you see a game at only 2 million, then you just automatically claim EOS just, you know, as a meme, as a joke. That's it. It's not actual, like, legitimately people think that way. Yeah, you're good. EOSing since 2 years. Okay. Reverse 1999 down from 7 million to 4 million. But that is okay. That's okay. That's still a significant amount of money. $4 million. It did lose money, but it might be because the collab ended. Yeah, the Assassin's Creed collab is over. So totally understandable. But still really good money. Ensemble Stars, 5.3 to 4.3. It's $1 million drop. Marvel Contest of Champions. Dude, how many Marvel games are in this list? 5 million, 5 million. Shadowverse down by 3 million. That's a significant drop. But it did have a significant rise as well with that $8.5 million. What about Higan? Yeah, like 4K. Battle Cats down from 7.2 to 5.5. Okay. Hudson and Miku Colorful Stage maintaining at over $5 million. Nice. Gakuen Idolmaster 8 to 6 million. Okay. Cookie Run Kingdom up from $5 to $6 million. Nice, bro. Summoner's War down from 7 million to 6 million. Okay. Dragon Ball Legends down from 8.3 to 6.1. Dragon Ball Legends is like the weirdest game, chat, because it's like some months it makes like 4 million, other months it makes like 50 million. Like the collabs or the anniversary events or the events, whatever, must be insane for this game. Genuinely. Azure Lane up from 6.3 to 6.7. Holy shit. Azure Lane has for multiple months in a row made over $6 million. That is unbelievable. Given just last year it was only making like $1 to $2 million. Seven Nights Rebirth. Holy shit, dude. They launched to $7 million. Oh my god, that's wild. The Seven Nights intellectual property is insane. God damn, man. One Piece Bounty Rush down from 9.4 to 7.7. Kaiju number 8, the game launched to $8 million. Oh my god. On Myoji, somehow up from 5.8 to 8.4. Holy shit. Puzzle and Dragons down from 10 million to 9 million. That's actually still really freaking good though, man. Zenless Zones. Oh no, it happened, chat. End of service incoming for Zenless Zone Zero, down from 16 million to 10 million. How terrible. Absolutely devastating revenue, chat. End of service. God, how can a game survive on $11 million a month? It can't. It can't. You can't. They're not going to be able to feed their families. Hoyoverse is going to close up shop, man. Close up shop. Yeah. Can't. That is so low. Not even top 14 positions. God damn, chap. What's happening? Oof. Every gacha game today is dead. Absolutely. Oh my god. Ooh. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle down from 19 million to $11 million. Okay, still really freaking good there. By the way, chat, again, for anyone wondering, anyone's gonna clip this out of context, the ZZZ revenue at 11 million is still fucking phenomenal. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. Okay, 11 million is still incredible revenue. Destiny Rising up from 2 million to 11 million. Oh my god, Destiny Rising is killing it, chat. Absolutely freaking killing it. Okay, we're hitting the top 12. Number 12. SD Gundam Generation Eternal down from 18 million to 14 million. Oh, baby, that's still a lot of freaking money. Damn. Okay, so what is number 11? Monster Strike down, up from 16.4 to 18.4. Okay, we're approached the top 10. We've approached the top 10. Okay, that's impressive. Okay, so the top 10 is going to include Genshin, Love and Deep Space, Pokemon TCG, Star Rail, Wuwa, Arknights, Fate Grand Order. I forgot the rest. I don't know. Nikkei as well. Okay, so what I'm expecting, number 10 is going to be Wuwa. Nikkei at number 10, up from 14 million to 18 million. Yes, baby. I wonder if that's because of the Resident Evil collab that's going on right now. Resident Evil collab. Uma Musume. Yeah, Uma Musume will be in the top 10. Did I pull for Jiangyu? Did Mrs. Stix pull for Jiangyu? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Uma Musume I think is going to be at like number 6. I think number 6. Okay, Wuwa's going to be at number 9. Okay. There we go. Number 9, up 4 positions from number 13 to number 9. 22 million. Dude, the Yuno banner did crazy numbers. So she did a lot better than Augusta. Holy crap. I thought Augusta was going to hit numbers, but no. Oh my god. Yuno's feet went crazy. Ooh. Damn. Only because of the hand holding during the quest? That could definitely be it. Yeah. That's wild, man. People love Yuno's feet. They did. Yeah, they do, actually. The feet power. Okay. Number 8 is going to be Arknights. No, number 8 is Uma Musume, down from 33 to 22 million. Oof. Oof. $11 million end of service. Yeah, the Horse Girl Gacha game. Yep, dead game. Dead game. Cannot live on $22 million. No, definitely not. How is it going to survive?
Don't worry, we can turn it into horse meat.
What the fuck? Chat, Mrs. Stix went there. We could turn it into horse meat. She crazy? Yeah, she crazy. She a little crazy. And again, chat, $22 million is incredible. That is still really good revenue. Pokemon TCG down from 53 to 23 million. Oh my god, what a significant drop. A drop of $30 million. Oh my god. Wow. Holy shit, that's wild. Mrs. Stix, it is, yeah. She is. Think of the horsepower, Mrs. Stix. Okay, we're approaching the top 6. Genshin Impact is going to be number 6, chat. Okay, Arknights is up 19 million to 26 million. Dude, I love Arknights. This is my second favorite gacha game. I am so proud that they're doing as well as they're doing, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally, what an easy win for Arknights, man. Up 2 positions, hell yeah. Genshin Impact at number 5. Naruto Mobile. Oh shit, I forgot that was a game. Yeah, my bad. 22 million up to 27 million. Okay, we're actually seeing a lot of green here. Green for Monster Strike, green for Nikkei, green for Wuwa, green for Arknights, green for Naruto Mobile. Fate Grand Order down from 55 to 28 million. That's understandable though, but still incredible numbers. Absolutely incredible numbers. But a drop of $30 million as well. Holy shit. That's wild. You've never seen such a large drop. The Honkai Star Rail collab a couple months ago dropped from 100 million to like 30. That was a 70 million drop. So, okay, now we're reaching the top 3. Love and Deep Space, number 1. Honkai Star Rail, number 2. Genshin, number 3. Honkai Star Rail, number 3? Wait, this is the first time Genshin has beat Honkai Star Rail in like 6 months. Holy shit. Up from 29 million to 37 million. That's phenomenal revenue. Bravo. Number 2 is Genshin's gotta be. Number 2, up from 27 to 41 million. Up 14 million. That's pretty significant. Was that their big, like, 6.0 patch, though? It wasn't, right? That's not the revenue from their major patch, is it? It's not, right? Because I would have been... Yeah, no, that's a very good increase. It's an increase of $14 million. But, like, it's just one new character. I've heard Nodcry is actually pretty good. I have heard it's actually pretty good. I just expected for a positively received patch for it to have been higher, like 100 million or something. And number 1, Love and Deep Space, up $5 million. There we have it. Love and Deep Space for the, what is this? 73rd month in a row at number 1. Love and Deep Space is just like, with very few exceptions, Love and Deep Space just cannot be beat. Again, like, Love and Deep Space did incredibly. Genshin, Star Rail did incredibly. Fate Grand Order did incredibly. Naruto Mobile, Arknights, the Pokemon TCG, Uma Musume, Wuthering Waves, Nikkei, Monster Strike, Destiny Rising, Zenless. They all did incredibly. These are all games making over $10 million on just mobile. And again, this is all speculative. But even if this were real, like 100% accurate, y'all gotta remember, Genshin makes 1/3 of its revenue or more on console and on PC. So if this were real and like completely accurate, this would be 120 million. Honkai Star Rail right here would be almost 120 million. And Wuthering Waves here would be 65 million. Zenless here would be 33 million. All 4 of those games would be the top 4 gacha games. Right there. Well, I mean, Love and Deep Space would not be number 4 and Zenless would be number 5, but... And that's not factoring in Wuwa and Zenless are both largely PC and console played gachas, so they would be even higher. But for the most part, a lot of these gacha games were in the red. So many, other than like the main few big ones. That is surprising, but it's actually kind of crazy. Gacha games are dying. I don't think gacha games are dying, not at all. On the contrary, more people are playing gacha games now than ever before. I think what is happening is with more gacha games coming out, less people are spending in the big ones because they're more willing to spend in the smaller ones. Because the smaller ones are more fun, they're newer, they have developers or publishers that people like more. So there are numerous reasons why. But gacha right now, if you factor in like 3 years ago, Genshin was making 100 million a month. Star Rail was making 100 million a month. but Arknights was making 3 million a month, right? Azure Lane was making 1 to 2 million a month. Now we have games like Azure Lane making 6 million, Arknights up making from 2 to 3 to 20 to 30. Like, there's so many other games now that are making large amounts of money that the big ones are now making less money. And then Wuwa didn't exist back then. So this 20 million would have been to Star Rail or Genshin. The money from Zenless here, the 11 million would have been with ZZZ, or sorry, would have been with like Genshin or another game like that. So there are so many more games now available that the money is spread more evenly over a variety of different games. So they're definitely not dying. They're just being spread out. But that's a gacha revenue for 2025, or October 2025, or September 2025, rather. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.